How many people know what ALP is? Have you heard of ALP? Oh, we're done. No. That was easy. Come on, let's go to lunch early. What I want to do today is spend a little time and talk to you about how we're trying to implement that at West Virginia Northern Community College. We're trying a couple of different things, and we've run the ALP model twice. We've also run a model where we take our developmental writing class, which is called English 90, and the Comp 101, which is English 101, and run them back to back in a semester. Same number of contact hours, but accelerated, if you will. Okay? We've done that twice. We've done the ALP twice. We have 3 campuses. We've only done that on one of the 3 campuses. This fall, all 3 campuses will have an ALP model running on each one. Okay? And we'll do that for 2 semesters as a pilot study to get some data and see if we can replicate what Community College of Baltimore County has done in the past. Anybody familiar with their success or lack of? What do you know? Do you think based on? A meeting that I went to. That's okay. No. This is part of the quiz, the interaction quiz here.
That they were successful, and I was kind of surprised.
Okay. Was a couple? Okay. There's 2 criteria that we looked at, and if anybody wants this, I'll be happy to email if you give me an email address. The Community College Research Center did a very detailed statistical analysis of the ALP program over the past 2.5 years, and that's available. And it's a very, very nice, it talks about the program and the success they have had. There's really 2 components to measure the success. One is the student success, which we're all very interested in accelerating completion rates, everything to make the students through the system faster and out and getting a job and such. But there's also the financial consideration, because the ALP program does something that's a little different than any other model that's used to accelerate developmental education. And if you don't know what it does, it takes a developmental English class, 90 in our case. It caps the enrollment at half the normal enrollment for a section. So in our case, that would be 12 students. It would be what at Baltimore it was 8. Excuse me. And those 12 students, if they sign up for the ALP version of English 90, are also required to sign up for one particular version or one particular section of English 101. And that section follows immediately after, in time schedule, the 90 class. So you've got the 90 students, 12 of them, that are going into a 101 class with their fellow 12 students, but they're mixing in with, in our case, another 13 to get to the cap of regular 101 students who are not developmental students. And those students don't know they have developmental students in their class. Okay? The idea is to run these classes simultaneously, and the instructor for the ALP section or the 90 section has the freedom to adapt his curriculum, her curriculum, to match whatever helps those students succeed in the 101 comp class. That's the idea. Okay? We have seen, and this questions come up here about all these different models for acceleration, the impact on registration, financial aid, and in the case of this particular model, because you've got 12 students in a section of 90, and that's the cap, okay, you have to make sure you've got 12 seats reserved in a section of 101. That turns out, at least for what my people tell me at Northern, not to be easy to do in Banner. So we actually create 2 sections of 101 with the same instructor. Those 12 go into one, the 13 go into the other, and once the classes are up and running, those 2 are combined back into one section. Okay, so that got to be a little bit of a challenge. And the other thing is, people have to understand, the students have to understand, and the people that advise these students, how this works. Okay, because this model is really unique. It's not taking a class and accelerating it. It's not doing something in the modules where you follow modules. You're combining these 2 classes, and you need the folks in the 90 section to be all together in that 101 section.